What is going on, guys? We are back here with another 9.2 PTR video. The PTR finally went live and we're able to start going in and seeing all the stuff that's going to be happening in 9.2. Now, one of the things that they added is a vendor here, and there's a couple trinkets, there's a couple PvP trinkets, there's a couple weapons, and a couple other raid trinkets on this vendor, and we're gonna go through those today. You know, talk about them, see which ones are gonna look to be really good, see if ones seem to be a little bit underwhelming, and see which ones might have like a niche little effect. If you want to check all this out for yourself, you know, you could just download the PTR, copy any character over that you have, and you can start playing it yourself. Alright, so let's start. So with the first one here, we got the Sepulcher's Savior. Now, this looks like it's a shield, an offhand shield, 102 stamina, lots of block. Equip effect, it increases your block by 114. Seems really good considering that the Prop Paladin's 4-set bonus works a lot with block, right? That's pretty good. But there's a use on it. So you shield the most injured member of your party for 22,000. I assume that'll go up with Mythic, or you know, I think these are all the normal item level, and switch to offensive mode. Don't know what offensive mode is. Might be a damage effect, something like that. It can be worn by both strength and intellect users. For a shield, this seems to be pretty good. Obviously, it doesn't come with any secondary secondary stats, so it might not overall be better. But a 22,000 shield could save yourself, save someone else in your raid. Seems to be pretty decent. I don't think it'll be game breaking by any means, but it seems to be okay. Seems like you know, if you got this to drop, you'd be pretty happy with it. Now we got the Lather of the Life Weaver. Lather of the Life Weaver. Alright, so it's a one-handed mace. It looks like it's intellect only, so for casters only it looks like. So it has verse mastery on it. Pretty decent. Equip effect, every 40 seconds you gain ephemeral effusion, alright? Causing your next appropriate healing spell cast to be enhanced, granting the target precisely what they require. Interesting. That seems like it could be good depending on what they get. I assume it might be stats. Maybe it's a shield. You know, we'll have to test those out and see later on what those are. But a one-handed mace, pretty sick considering that you could combine the two, right? Holy Paladins can combine the two here. Even like a Resto Shaman can combine the two. Pretty sick. You can combine two of those. Next, the Lion's Roar. Almost guarantee you this is going to be off Anduin. So it is an intellect trinket. 98 intellect. Pretty good. Use. Channel the light for 3 seconds. Creating a zone of protection around you. Absorbing 20% of all damage taken by allies within. Up to a total of 60,000? What? So they're just giving casters AMZ. Okay, sure. Dealing holy damage, dealing shadow damage, or killing enemies reduce the cooldown by 3 seconds. So they just buffed Holy Paladin and Priest. Now it doesn't say valid only for healer specializations. So DPS can't run this. Good they can't run it, because then your Shadow Priests are running this, your Holy Paladin's running this, your Ret Paladin could honestly run this if it's that broken of a thing. You know, your Disc Priest and Holy Priest are going to be running this. Oh my god. What were they thinking? They just gave everyone AMZ. Alright. 60,000's a lot too. Considering I'm pretty sure AMZ as it is right now gives 60,000 if you're a DPS Death Knight. I think it gives 60,000 right now. If you're a Tank Death Knight, obviously it's way more. But yeah, and when this scales up to Mythic, it'll probably give like 80,000, honestly. So that seems like it's going to be a really good trinket to use. The 10-minute seething seems really bad, except for the fact that you look at the holy damage and shadow damage part of it, whereas holy paladins deal a lot of holy damage, and then your disc priests and holy priests also deal. So they're giving disc priests barrier and this, by the way. What? Who thought this was a good idea? Oh my. Okay. Healing column. 2 to 3 disc priests, 2 to 3 holy paladins next for race roll first. Guarantee it. Guarantee. Alright, Heart of the Swarm. 259 Trinket. So that's different. So 252. Ooh, looks like Anduin. If this is from Anduin, it looks like Anduin still only gives 252 item level. That's gonna be that's gonna be interesting. But 259 is off the last bosses. All right. So it's a strength trinket. You invoke the swarm, losing the ability to cast or attack, but transforming into a swarm of hungering locusts, gaining 20% movement speed, 100% leech, and dealing X amount of shadow damage split between all nearby enemies over 3 seconds. Damage is increased for each enemy struck up to 5 enemies. I mean, that could be okay. Will it though? Like, are you gonna be casting that? It might be good for. Could be good for a tank. Maybe like a Blood Death Knight or like a Prot Warrior could like use that trinket like right as they pull. It'll be interesting though to see if you still get your defensives. Like, are you still able to block or dodge or stuff like that? And then like as a DPS, I don't know if you're really ever gonna run that. Like, I don't think you ever run that in raid. Because 38,000, and if it's like a single boss, yeah, you're honestly probably not gonna run that in raid. So, it's probably the worst trinket we've seen so far. Cosmic Gladiator's Devouring Malediction. So this is a PvP trinket. Let's look at it. 249 item level, unranked, can go up. So it's a verse trinket. Nice. You drain up to 21,000 absorption from all nearby enemies over 3 seconds, then unleashing it in a 20-yard cone in front of you as healing absorb. I mean, not gonna have any effect in raids, so like I'm not really gonna care about this. But I mean, if you're going up against like a priest or, you know, I wonder how good this would be in PvP. I don't really think it would be. Yeah, on a 3-second cooldown. Yeah, I don't really think that's gonna be that good of a trinket, but I don't really know. It's not gonna be used in raid because you're never really gonna need that unless there's a boss that has some form of absorption. I don't think you're ever really gonna use that. Cosmic Gladiator's Eternal Aegis. So it's a agility, intellect, and strength trinket. 249 item level. Activate the defenses, absorbing 50% of all magic damage taken up to 25,000, persisting for 30 seconds. Cosmic damage is fully absorbed. Now, this is a trinket that might be used in the raid. I know there are a couple bosses that do cosmic damage, so maybe this trinket will be used in the raid. Could be used for tanks. You know, if there's a big tank hit that's cosmic damage, or even like DPS players might run it. 50% magic damage absorbed, like really good for Brewmaster monks. You know, there's some fights that's kind of king on, where Brewmaster needs a good magic absorb. So you never know. This might be one that tanks and maybe some DPS grind out for, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. It seems like it's okay. Definitely a good PvP trinket though, for sure. 100% a good PvP trinket. It'll save you from dying to like a Warlock's Chaos Bolt. Cosmic Gladiator's Resonator. Fuck, I can't read apparently. Agility, intellect, strength trinket. Again, throws a Cosmic Resonator, which explodes after 4 seconds, dealing cosmic damage split between all nearby enemies. So if you run this, you can protect against this. Damage is increased for each enemy struck up to 5 enemies. So just a typical damage trinket. I don't think that'll 2-minute cooldown, yeah, I don't think that'll ever be used in PvE. Might be used in PvP, but you know, you'll see it. It is a lot of damage. It is a lot of damage, but I don't think it'll be used, you know, like if you have a file, like this won't be better than a file in an IQD, so I don't really see it being used. Cosmic Gladiators Echoing Resolve. Agility, Intellect, Strength Trinket, duration. Oh, so it's just your typical PvP duration trinket. I don't really care about that. That happens every patch. And then Cosmic Gladiators Fastidious Resolve. Okay. Agility, Intellect, Strength Trinket. Activate the broker defenses, protecting yourself from spell interrupt and crowd control effects. The defense with stands up to 3 effects and persists for 30 seconds. You know what? Seems like a good PvP trinket. As a healer, you might be able to use that and save someone in PvP. It won't be used in PvE though. But yeah, as it stands, these two, the combo of the mace and the shield looks really good. This Lion's Roar looks absolutely nutty. We will have to see the numbers on it though, to see how good it actually becomes, especially for healers. Like if you're a priest, how low, or a paladin, how low can you get that down? This Heart of the Swarm trinket seems really bad. Yeah. So as it stands, these, you know, the trinkets from the raid and the weapons and stuff are looking pretty good right now. We can't actually see the all the loot from the raid yet. Like we can't look into it yet, so we won't know. But once that does happen, I will post another video going through all the trinkets, all the weapons. That'll be it. I probably won't go through the gear unless there's some like really special ones. But as it stands, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, log on to the PTR yourself, start testing, start providing feedback. You can also test out your class sets as well. You can buy them here, which is really, really awesome. So, you know, get on there and start testing them out, giving Blizzard some good feedback on the forums. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next PTR video. Peace.